So you have to make sure that the content you're producing, and certainly the emails, because the studies show that a big chunk of our emails are opened up on our phones. I mean, that's what we do. Right? We check it, we try to delete everything we can delete right now. We're going to go back to the office, we'll figure out the rest of it. So we open a lot of email on our phones. Make sure it looks right, because the other big thing is if it doesn't, and all of us have been there, we just delete pretty darn quickly. You know, it's one of the determinations. How many of you do not have a blog on your domain? On your, you raised your hand like you couldn't wait to tell me. I will encourage you by the end to have a blog on your website. Period. Everybody should. And I will say, again, 3 years ago, half the people in here would have raised their hands. That was what we were experiencing. But people are understanding the value of a blog and what a great content management tool it is and why you want them these days. So anyway, so your blog would be an obvious place. Your web pages, of course. RSS feeds. You might not think about that, but a lot of your content gets picked up through RSS feeds that you would provide through your blog or maybe your press section or elsewhere on your website. So you got to make sure that the way you're publishing would be compatible and look good when somebody's picking up your RSS feeds. That's all pretty clean today, but it's something to check off. My opinion is to play content Moneyball. And this is kind of the process. And I haven't gotten that whole presentation refined yet. But it's basically the logic is that you just want to get on base. You know, if you think you've got to hit a grand slam every time, you know, and your boss isn't going to be happy if this thing doesn't get 1,000 tweets and liked by 10,000 people and turns into 100 leads, you might, well, we've got some things, tools we'll give you and how to go talk to the executive team. But if you think about what it takes to hit a grand slam, I mean, everything has to be perfect. Starting with, you got to get 3 people on base, right? And then you have to actually hit a home run. Our opinion is let's just get up to the plate and hit singles. And if we just keep doing, that's the theory of Moneyball, right? Is low cost contracts for players who can get on base. I think you could do really, really well even if you just had a really good set of checklists to roll out your strategy. But you do have to have a plan and a long view, I mean at least a year in my opinion, of what it is you're going to try to do.